I'm your spirit guide. So I'll go ahead, pick a pile, 1, 2, or 3, and we will get started. Hi guys, if you picked pile 1, then this is the message for you from your spirit guides. First we have justice. You could be a Libra, you do not have to be. We also have the 2 of Cups, so right away I'm thinking that this could very much be about relationship healing. We have the 2 of Swords. It could definitely be a relationship that you're not expecting, someone that you haven't talked to in a good long while and is planning on coming back into your life. We also have Judgment, so this is definitely your call. You could allow this to ascend to a higher level, or you could decide that it's not good enough, it's too little too late. And we have the 8 of Cups, which does suggest that it might be too little too late. However, in this deck, the 8 of Cups is about really considering what you want. Do you want to stay? Do you want to go? Or what is it? So, looking at this, a lot of it does seem about equality, equal size, being fair, which is definitely very fitting. There's definitely 2 or more people to this. I only say more because this is a card that has 3 people to the Angel Gabriel. So this could definitely be a third-party situation, and with that card I do see a child, so there could definitely be children involved, but there doesn't have to be. So the way that I see this is that somebody has definitely done something behind your back, maybe, and they are trying to straighten things out, but you might not be too sure about what is going on within your heart, within your soul, if it's right to forgive them, if you should forgive them, or if they're doing too little too late, like I already said. Let's go on with your oracle cards. First you have Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. So whatever this is, there is definitely something deep within you where you already have the answers. You might not know them yet, but you have them. And then you have the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect, so yeah, don't explode on this person. That doesn't mean that you should not tell them that they did wrong or anything, or that you're telling them no. It just means take some time and talk to yourself about it. Figure out what feels right to you, what feels wrong to you. Understand what's for your highest good first. You also have Druid. Hold the space. So that's even more about not giving a direct reaction at first. Just give yourself some time to think it over. And you do have a lot of 2s. You might be seeing 222 a lot, or 2222. And also, 2 is all about a partnership coming together. So that might be something significant to you. It does not have to be. And this is the Good Tarot, which I use personally as an oracle deck. This is the Messenger of Water. And she is looking at the little seahorse. She's so much bigger. It's almost like you're thinking, I've outgrown this situation. I almost hear that I've outgrown this situation. What am I even doing here? I do see some little potes coming out from her crown. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. That does give me a little bit of Queen of Swords energy. Not exactly, but she's a messenger. She is one of the younger ones. She is really realizing her growth. And with that, there might be something about healing, something about realizing that you can cut people out if they're no good for you. But it's also about realizing when you should cut people out. Is this the right time, or isn't this the right time? You know, it all depends. Now, I do want to say that I do see a lot of Sword and Cup energy. Swords is all about thoughts, talking, stuff like that. It can also be about betrayal in my own personal experience, but it does not have to be. And Cups is all about emotion, love. How is this making you feel? Maybe you want to talk this over with them, talk about how much they hurt you. Or if the role is reversed, it might be for some of you, you might want to explain to them how much you regret hurting them. And just because you apologize, for those of you who the shoe's on the other side, the other foot rather, Just because you apologize to someone does not mean that they owe you an apology. They are allowed to cut you out, and if you are someone who's getting the apology, you are allowed to cut them out if the situation is not serving you. It all depends on the personal person. Do you want things to work out? Oh, and something else I just noticed. In the Two of Swords, there's the moon right up here. It's just a little sliver. And then in the Eight of Cups, there's also the moon, another sliver, but then there's more within it, and there's a little face. So you might be working with a moon deity. If you work within Christianity, it could be Mary that you work with. Whoever it is, they may have something to guide you. And remember, the moon is always changing, always in a different phase. And it is okay for you to grow and mature out of other people. It is okay when you have to let go of something. But other than that, I do see a lot about equality, trying to figure out what is right for you, but also not want to do what is wrong for them. So there might be a balance or some type of compromise here. And I do apologize for this being a short reading. I did expect for it to be much longer, but I think that's most of the messages here. Magic Guardian, you could be somebody who practices magic. So just be careful what magic you do practice, because magic always comes with consequences, whatever they are. And if you're doing a magic spell to bring someone back into your life, it might cause problems, it might cause consequences. You might not be willing to work through whatever it is that your spell is brought on, which is fine, but you know, it is your spell, you have to own up to it. Also know that you are a very powerful person. You do not have to allow anyone to control you. And when I say unlock the magic within, I don't know if this was an abusive or a toxic situation, but it is saying that you are such a powerful person. You do not have to let anyone take your power away. And that's true for anyone. Never let anyone abuse you. And with Mirror Guardian, it is saying take time to reflect. You might want to be journaling for this. You might get into art for it to help you to reflect. Whatever it is that helps you to reflect and to really understand things from the outside, that might be what you want to do right now. And with Druid holding the space, some of you may have some Irish, British, Scottish roots, and that's not necessary, but that is one thing that I do always consider whenever I get the Druid card, because I do get this card very often when I talk to my great-grandfather, I believe it is, because he was a British man himself. However, with the Page of Cups, I do see, other than the spikes here, she does have some jewelry on top of her crown. I'm assuming this is a crown at least. I don't use this deck very often, but I did feel called to use it today. So while you might be learning when to cut people out and when to ice people out, you may also be learning when to understand that there is treasure nearby. Is this person treasure, or are they not treasure? Only you can really say. I can't tell you that, because this is a general reading and these are general energies that we are working with. And that is all that I have for you, Group 1. I hope that this helps you to understand best what you need to do, and that you are able to heal whatever this is, and whether that means healing with them or healing on your own, healing with someone new. And I hope that you like this reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you do. Okay, Group 2. If you chose Pile 2, then this is your message from your spirit guides, rather. First, you have the Ten of Cups. Oh, that's such a happy card. I'm so happy for you guys. When I get this card, I do think right away of being pregnant with twins. You might not be pregnant. Don't take that as confirmation or anything. But I do think of it as being pregnant with twins. I also think of it as a happy couple coming back together after a storm, whether if you actually broke up or if you just were not having a good time together. You have finally weathered whatever the storm is and brought yourselves back together, which is absolutely beautiful. I do also see these blue flowers back here, and blue does stand for truth and clarity, so you might not be sure about this person, whoever they are, but you are going to understand very soon. Then the Tower. I feel like with the Tower, something very extreme had to come apart in order for this to happen. And then the Three of Swords. Yeah, it might be a third-party situation. It doesn't have to be. But the Three of Swords, this is all about heartbreak, tears coming down. With this particular deck, whenever I get the Three of Swords, it usually has to do with Mary, but it doesn't have to for you. And I do see the snakes. Snakes can be about shedding the old and bringing on the new. Some people do see snakes as a harmful thing. Oh yeah, obviously, because some snakes are venomous. But some people do see snakes as needing to protect yourself from them. That might not be the case with you. This might be coming back together after a third-party situation. Whether if that's not a person or a thing, I can't say. Not yet, at least. You might have caught someone doing something behind your back. And then the Queen of Cups. I do get a very strong feeling that this is you, and that your emotions are becoming renewed. That you are definitely finding peace. There is a Cups majority sense to this, which does mean emotions. And even the Swords card does very much suggest emotions. So, Cups to me are emotions, their love. I mean, that's Cups in general. Their emotions, their love, their healing. The King of Cups and Queen of Cups to me, are both very much about healing, bringing things together, helping other people. So you yourself may be a healer, a spiritual healer, or you might be in school for a medical school or something like that, planning to go into that. If you do, that's definitely a very noble thing and a very respectful thing. And here we have Summer. When I see this card, I do think of people saying my name, which is Melissa. So your name could definitely be Melissa. It could be Debbie. You could be born in the summer, something towards the end of the summer, because we are coming towards the end. August now, if you're watching this reading now, because it is a timeless reading. This could definitely be saying just your guide saying your name, trying to catch your attention. It doesn't have to, though. It does say to bask in joy and light. You could be very happy. This is all about bringing your projects into life. It might be about things coming to light. You might see things as they truly are right now where you didn't before. Let's see what else we have. Mountains. Stand your ground. If this was about cheating, I don't think it is for all of you, but if it is about cheating, you need to tell this person exactly what it is that you're feeling. And you need to tell them how it is for you. And don't let them try to control how you feel or anything like that. You don't deserve that. You deserve to be understood and validated for how you feel. And then we also have Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. So whatever this is, your spirit guides do want you to know that you are very much loved. If you are one who has been cheated on recently, know that this is not a reflection of you. This does not mean that you were hated, that you do not deserve love or anything like that. Your guides want you to know that you are loved, you are protected, and they love you with all their hearts and souls. This could also be a pregnancy message for some of you, or it could indicate that children are involved in one way or another. And then we have the High Priest, intend and create. So if this is a third-party problem, then it is definitely saying that if you so wish, you can make things right in this relationship. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it is absolutely an option. The High Priest is also the mate of the High Priestess, and she is missing in this reading. That doesn't exactly mean anything. It can just mean that she's not here. I do want to point out that this does have a lot about nature. One card that shows mountains, and our one where there's literally Mother Earth, literally pregnant with the earth itself. And it has butterflies and berries, leaves, all types of stuff like that, all over her body and on her head. She has the moon, and the moon is also in this Tower card. So nature could definitely be something for you. And also, there's nature here in this card. There's flowers, there's a grassy land, and then there's the ocean here. The Three of Swords, it's raining. You know, the rain does look more like teardrops. That can mean something. Plus, there's snakes. And then in Summer and High Priest, these are two different animals. And wings may also be something in particular to your situation as well. You might feel the need to fly away for one reason or another. Or this might be about transformation. We do not have the Death card, but we do have the Tower, which is about transformation. And is about getting that transformation done, building back up. And we do have butterflies on this card, and butterflies are about transformation. They start off as what's it called? Caterpillars. They start off as caterpillars, and then they grow, and they wrap themselves up in a little cocoon, and they stay there all safe and snuggled up for a little bit. And then they come out as these beautiful, beautiful butterflies, like you guys all know. So it might be talking about transformation to create something more beautiful. And I was saying that with the snakes on the Three of Swords too. That snake is all about shedding the past and creating something beautiful from new beginnings. And you guys actually got two cards from the Good Tarot, which I use as an oracle deck personally. First we have the King of Fire. And I do see the heart here again, like in the Three of Swords. And then, the cup on the Queen of Cups has hearts surrounding it. And cup energy does talk very much about the heart. So this is very much talking about what you're passionate about. Are you passionate about fixing this? Are you passionate about finding something that better serves you? Whatever it is, you should be going for it. And the sun is surrounding his head, so that can definitely be suggesting that there is definitely happiness coming towards you. It is not always going to feel like this. And then we have Call, Judgment. Your spirit guides are absolutely calling you to do what best serves you. They want you to go deep within and to best understand yourself. Whatever that is, you know best. And you might not know best just yet, but you will know by the time that this comes to an ending. And your spirit guides want you to have trust in yourself. And for some of you, this can also be a message that St. Gabriel Archangel is one of your spirit guides, because when it comes to angel cards, Judgment is Gabriel the Archangel's card. So that could definitely be it for you. There is definitely information that you can find on that, if that is something that feels right to you. And I do see the pillars, meaning building back up for me personally. So it does look like, even though things are pretty rough right now, you're going to find that peace. And it's not going to take all that long, I don't think. I don't know why that part wanted to come out, but it does seem like you can have something better. And I did just think there's a castle on this card back here. This might be what you're building up now. That big old family home that you want, with the kids, the husband, or the wife, any type of spouse. You might be wanting that nice big garden. And that's what you're working up now. You're realizing that you don't have to suffer from what other people do to you. You can absolutely take your life and make it what you want, and make it exactly what you believe you deserve. And you do deserve happiness. And group 2, I do hope that this reading resonates with you and helps you. If it does not resonate, you can absolutely pick another group, or you can choose another video. There are tons of videos out there that might resonate with you. And if this does resonate with you, I hope that you give it a good old like and you subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone who chose group 3. This is the reading of what message you have from your spiritual guides. I could have definitely said that better, but that's okay. So first we have the 5 of Pentacles. This is a card about poverty, but it can be more about fear of poverty instead, or fear of isolation. This can also be that you've recently felt an injury. That won't resonate for all of you, but for me personally, when my mom or I have experienced an injury, I have gotten this card. So that is definitely a possibility. It does not mean that you're about to get injured if you haven't. That's just a message for someone else. It's a more specific message. You also have the Sun, and this is great. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is what we all strive for. We all want the Sun energy in our lives. I mean, who doesn't want to see a baby that's happy riding on a horse underneath the sun, surrounded by all these beautiful sunflowers? I'm so happy for you guys. So if this is something that you've been suffering with, whether if it's been isolation or if it's been poverty or fear of either, things are really about to clear up for you guys. That sounds great. The sun can also be a message about pregnancy, but I do not feel that with you guys. And then here's the King of Pentacles, which does make me think that this could definitely be about some type of poverty, either emotional or financial. This is someone who really has their life built up. I do sometimes get this message as Hades, but it does not have to be. That's a very specific message, usually for me only, but there might be someone out there connected to Hades. You know, you've gotten everything that you want. You have that coin, you have that beautiful garden, you have that beautiful castle, you have grapes growing, you have a little vineyard. You're doing great. Good for you. They do also have a bull on this side of this throne, right here. So you very well could be a Taurus, or you could be dealing with a Taurus. And then here's the Ace of Wands, passion. Whatever this is that's building up, this wealth that you're finding, whether if it's financial or emotional, it's something you love. You're very passionate about it. This could also, and this isn't going to be all for all of you, this is more of a specific message. This could also be a partnership where you guys love each other, but you're also working together to build up, like your own little empire. I don't know why I'm saying little, that's not fitting at all, but like you might be working with your partner to build up an empire and really making things shine, really making them glow. And in this deck, the Ace of Wands and the Sun really come together for me. You know, it's like the Sun is the beginning of your happiness, and the Ace of Wands is what's building it up. And then there is another castle here. So again, this could be about the home. You might not even be focusing on money right now. You might just be focusing on home projects. There might be something that you're building right now. Home renovations, all types of stuff like that. And I do realize that only 2 of your cards have numbers, so 2 of these things could definitely be about things that are happening to you. That's how I view cards who are court cards or aces. Or it could be something that you're doing to yourself. Then here's Earth Guardian. Stay grounded and rooted. Don't lose yourself while you're doing all this. And definitely take some time to be out in the garden if you have one. Because I do believe that's why it shows both a vineyard and a field of sunflowers, because that will absolutely ground you. You can ground yourself in other ways as well, but it is definitely highly suggested to ground yourself by walking around with bare feet in the actual ground, but that's not for you. It's not for me personally because of several anxieties that I have. And there's other ways of doing that, absolutely. You also have Hunter, track down your fears and desires. This is a card all about realizing that the only thing that's stopping you is you. Once you stop allowing your fears to control you, they are no longer your fears. You can turn them into your desires, and you're working hard on them. And with Deer energy, you might be getting Stag, which is another card in this deck, but you don't have to. It could also just talk about thriving and trusting yourself, trusting your guides, knowing that they are steering you in the correct direction, that they are not going to allow you to fall and crumble. Oh no, you didn't get Stag. You did get Shapeshifter though. Transform and unveil your gifts. So whatever this is, you are really coming into your own right now. You're starting to really understand who you are, what you were put on this earth to do, which is beautiful. You know, it doesn't have to be anything that you think is like special. You might think, oh well, I just know how to create a story. That's nothing big. Look, you should never minimize yourself like that. Whatever talents you have, they are beautiful talents, and you should absolutely honor yourself for them. You should always honor everything that is a part of you and know that it does create beauty in not only your life, but in others' lives as well. And I used to be like that too. I'd be like, oh no, I'm not even good at that. I'm not good at anything special. Why would you even think I am? I'm just doing this thing that anyone can do. But not anyone can do it in the way that you do it. And that's the important thing. I think that's something that your guides want you to know. Is that nobody can do things in the specific way that you are doing them. And I will say, after I put this card down, I will show you guys what I mean. But you have gotten a lot of animal-based cards here. And here you have the Nine of Air. This is the Good Heroine. It's not a card, it's not a deck I use very often, but I did feel called to use it today as an oracle deck. Now, this is all about letting go of your anxiety, but more than that, you might be getting some bird messages. I know that sounds a little weird, but it's definitely a thing. I do get them quite often, in particular myself. I especially get them with crows. But it can be any other type of animal too. You might be surrounded by a lot of animal imagery, and you might be very connected to the earth element and need to be more in nature very much more often. Ooh, that was not English. But you might need to spend more time out in nature and connecting with nature. Now, the reason why I say there are so many animal cards in this deck, not in this deck, but in this reading. First, we have this beautiful white horse. And then we have the bull on the side of the King of Pentacles throne. That's the word. We also have the hunter, who is supposed to be Sir Nunos, I believe. Or Kernunos? I don't know. I never worked with him personally or looked very much into him, so I might be pronouncing his name wrong, and I apologize in advance if I am. And he also has this deer right here, other than having some animal features in his own self. And then we also have Shapeshifter. Now, I don't know if it shows on camera, but in some aspects there is a snake here, as well as a wolf, and there's a hawk. He has some fur right here as well. Around his eyes. So this very much can be about different animals that you might be seeing. You also might be a dog person. I just heard that in my head, but also it just makes sense because there's a wolf there. And then here, there's the wings, once again, because there's wings here as well. And here. So yeah, wings can definitely be another big thing for you, and that was something in Group 2. So if you were called to both Group 3 and Group 2, you might want to watch both. You know, here's all the birds. So I do think that animals can be very special to you. I also think that nature in general can be. You might have your own little garden. I know that we are coming to an end in August, but it never hurts to get some houseplants for year-round either. And just explore and seeing what works for you in nature, what doesn't. And let me see, is there anything else? Emeralds. There's an emerald in his forehead. Well, their forehead, because this is a non-binary person. A non-binary angel, rather. I consider all angels to be non-binary because they're neither male nor female. But with this emerald here, it can very much be talking about something to do with emeralds. And I did say that you could be a Taurus. Emeralds are very much associated with Tauruses. So that is more confirmation that you may be a Taurus yourself, or you may be in connection with a Taurus. And this Taurus definitely seems like if they are in your life, that they are a very good reflection on your life, that they are very much helping you. And also that green just might help you. And that is all that I have for you guys. I hope that you guys liked this video, and if you did, I hope that you give it a like, and I also hope that you subscribe and come for a new video in the future. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.